All right, it's time to check in with Mike Eppel again. We're talking Wall Street and record highs.
Yeah, indeed. Good morning, Melanie. We've had 46 records this year for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, 43 for the S&P 500. The market on Wall Street has set records for 6 days in a row. That is the longest streak of records since 1997, so you got to go back 20 years. A lot of this has to do with the idea of U.S. tax reform. It passed one of the first hurdles yesterday in the U.S. Congress, and more debate about that coming up today. The TSX has also benefited from this. The Toronto stock market's actually on pace for its fourth consecutive winning week. Big numbers due in this morning. Canadian and U.S. labor market stats for September. The Canadian economy has just been churning out jobs in a big way this year. The September numbers are supposed to be pretty good. That's the forecast. We'll see if, in fact, that trend holds. Yesterday, the Canadian dollar dropped on some weak trade numbers, so maybe the Canadian economy is starting to lose a little bit of the wind from its sails that we saw earlier this year. U.S. numbers also due in this morning. The failure of Energy East, the cancellation of that mega project in the oil sector by TransCanada Corporation, didn't hurt the stock price of TransCanada yesterday. It was up 66 cents. The debate raging through the day and likely going forward about the transportation of Canadian energy products from Alberta. It was supposed to go to refineries in Montreal and St. John's. Not going to happen now. Lots of lost jobs because of that. There was talk that that could have created 30,000 jobs or thereabouts going forward. Not going to happen. Netflix raising U.S. prices. Stock of Netflix yesterday up 5%, record high. They're raising rates for their top tier levels of subscriptions by a couple of dollars. This is in the U.S. They already raised prices here in Canada earlier this year, but Netflix also at the same time saying that they're going to increase the amount of money that they're spending on new original programming to $7 billion, up another billion. So that's why they're saying got to raise prices to do that. And is Costco winning against Amazon? Costco's in with earnings this morning. Big numbers. The e-commerce business at Costco saw sales increases of 13%. And this is, of course, as Amazon's made all these inroads, but Costco seems to be fighting that battle. Stock, interestingly, down a little bit in pre-market trade. We'll send it back to the studio.
All right, Mike, thank you very much.